ഹോളണ്ടിൽ നിന്നെത്തിയ മിസ് മേരി Kok-Willemsen ആണ് ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ അതിഥിയായി എത്തുന്നത്. ഹോളണ്ടിൽ നിന്ന് അവർ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത് ഒരു പ്രത്യേക ദൗത്യവുമായാണ്. ആ ദൗത്യത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായി പരവൂർ ദുരന്തത്തിൽ മാതാപിതാക്കളെ നഷ്ടമായ കൃഷ്ണയ്ക്കും കിഷോറിനും ഒരു സഹായ വാഗ്ദാനവും നൽകിയിട്ടുണ്ട്.
ഹോളണ്ട് ആസ്ഥാനമായ ഫുട്ബോൾ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി അധികൃതരാണ് കുട്ടികളുടെ സഹായത്തിനായി എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്.
രാജ്യത്തെ നടുക്കിയ പരവൂർ വെടിക്കെട്ട് അപകടത്തിൽ മാതാപിതാക്കളെ നഷ്ടമായി ഒറ്റപ്പെട്ട പറക്കമുറ്റാത്ത കൃഷ്ണയുടെയും കിഷോറിന്റെയും വാർത്ത ഏവരിലും നൊമ്പരമുണ്ടാക്കിയിരുന്നു. മാധ്യമ വാർത്തകളിൽ നിന്നും വിവരമറിഞ്ഞാണ് ഇവരുടെ സഹായത്തിനായി ഹോളണ്ട് ഫുട്ബോൾ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി അധികൃതർ രംഗത്തെത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഫുട്ബോളിൽ കമ്പമുള്ള കിഷോറിനും കൃഷ്ണയ്ക്കും ഹോളണ്ടിൽ വിദഗ്ധ പരിശീലനത്തിനും പഠനത്തിനുമുള്ള സൗകര്യമൊരുക്കുമെന്ന് ഇവരുടെ വീട്ടിലെത്തിയ ഫുട്ബോൾ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി അധികൃതരായ മേരി കോക്കും ജർജൻ കോക്കും പറഞ്ഞു.
We want to give children a chance to live their dream as a footballer, but also love the life with other cultures, to learn about other cultures, to learn about gender equality.
തിരുവനന്തപുരം ടെക്നോ പാർക്കിലെ ഗ്രീൻഫീൽഡ് കപ്സ് അധികൃതർക്കൊപ്പമാണ് ഇരുവരും കൃഷ്ണയും കിഷോറിനെയും കാണാൻ ഇവരുടെ വീട്ടിലെത്തിയത്. ഏഷ്യാനെറ്റ് ന്യൂസ്, കൊല്ലം.
നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ സൂചിപ്പിച്ചതുപോലെ ഇന്ന് വാർത്താ പ്രഭാതത്തിൽ അതിഥിയായി എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ കണ്ട സ്റ്റോറിയിലെ തന്നെ ആളായ മേരി Kok-Willemsen ആണ്. സ്വാഗതം മേരി Kok-Willemsen വാർത്താ പ്രഭാതത്തിലേക്ക്.
Thank you. So you have been in Kerala with a special mission to train the students, to take the students as a part of the student exchange program, to take students from here to Holland.
Yes.
And you are in charge of the football university. That too is a new thing to us. Like for
university.
Football university, that's new, or
it's new.
Yeah.
It's new
new
for
in our
us.
country.
yeah. So it's interesting because we actually already have 2 Indian students with our program, Sidesh and Karan. They are both now already studying, and they have experienced now a little bit how it is training in Holland, and it's like a complete different world for them, as it is for us now to be in a complete different world. Only being here 5 days, I see a lot of potential, I see a lot of warmth, I see coincidences that make the thing stronger for football, but I also see a lot of differences. And the differences, we have to see how we can match them up to still meet European standards or professional standards.
So you came here and you have organized a match tour, a football match tour.
Yeah, it always starts with talent identification and to see which players are really ambitious to do this, because the program and the big infrastructure of this country might be possible that you're missing the real rough talents. And it's not only about the players who can afford it to play, it's also finding those players that might not be able to join a club or a football school yet, that we have to find. So that's why we want to set up with GAFC different talent identification programs, so we can have every ambitious talent been given a chance. So every talent here that wants to join the identification programs has a chance to be seen, and from there we will filter on until we have the right level that players also want to study abroad and learn how it is to be a professional footballer, but also have the talent.
How long you have been in India and doing this program?
We have been in India now for 4 days in Kerala. It's beautiful. Yeah, so we've only been here for 4 days. So we're also looking forward. Today there's an inaugural match to see what the level is that the players have now, but also curious how their dreams are.
Yeah,
I think that is more important.
Yeah, as you said, the chances for the players here are a little raw. They have to find out, spotting out talents, as you said, again, the population is a big question.
Yeah.
So how do you find the activities of the players, the clubs? Have you gone through all that?
No, it's my first orientation here. Of course, I've read a lot how the structure is now. And I think the biggest danger is that we are in Europe having our club structure and specific infrastructure, and we want to copy it, because I believe when you are working international, you should never copy your own strengths. It's about finding the strengths of the country and then adding the flavor that brings your expertise. So for example, you don't have a club structure, but you have a great infrastructure with schools. So that means players are already at schools. So why should we get them out of schools and then move them, transport them? While I know in 4 days traffic is chaos here. It's like sometimes I'm praying that I will make the other end of the street. But okay, so it's hectic. 10 kilometers. It's in Holland. It's 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes.
But here at 10 kilometers, sometimes it's 1.5 hours.
1 hour.
So
yeah.
we have to change about keeping the infrastructure of schools in Kerala, helping the teachers to understand the international standards that we want to work on with the players, and from there on create a situation that is similar to professional sports. So that means every professional athlete, and you have cricket, so they know the standard is at least to train 10,000 hours to at least see yourself as a professional. So how can we implement a structure through the schools where players can train every day? And if we do that, we need to start with grassroots. We need to start with grassroots, with having them train every day. So hopefully, in 10 years, you have in the great Greenfield Stadium. I've been there yesterday. So there is a lot of potential here.
It's admirable.
Yeah. So what in 10 years you have here your own team of Kerala homegrown players and women players playing in your stadium, and you tell me that Kerala people are not enthusiastic about that idea. I see you even shine.
Not that we are not enthusiastic, but the problem is, like as you said, there are a lot of glitches and hitches for a student to get into this kind of a profession. Then training is another thing. Financial support is another thing.
Yes. Yeah, I think if you look at the best players worldwide that have come from certain backgrounds, like Luis Suarez, like Messi, Ronaldo even, they were not people with a lot of money. They were people with having talent and dreams. And I believe if you have talent and dreams, you always find people that will guide you through the way. And I think that is happening now. I mean, Greenfield Cups is taking a big initiative, and that's why the reason why we're here, because we believe in their mission, vision, and statement. But now it is, can we translate it also to the standards? Can we make sure that we create that infrastructure together? We cannot do it alone. Greenfield Cups cannot do it alone. We cannot do it without the schools. We cannot do it without the support of the government. We cannot do it without the support of Greenfield Stadium. So there are a lot of people now connecting to see if we all take the responsibility to create that platform for boys and girls. If they have the true dream to become a good footballer, then we as adults need to create the circumstances for that.
But you have landed in Kerala right in the middle of the election frenzy.
Yes.
Does it become a hurdle?
To see if you can have a platform, I think it is not ideal because of course the news is drawn to the elections. I can understand that, but still I think it's holiday. We were only here 4 days ago. It was not planned way ahead, and still I think there are 100 students already showing their interest to come. And I think it's only a matter of showing that there is a way, that people want to join it. I mean, the most powerful thing is when you have a dream and you're able to share it, people will hang on. But what if you don't create a dream? How can you create footballers if they don't have a dream on how to get there? So maybe that is our first job, to see, can we connect all the right people to create this dream together for our children, for our young son, our young girl, to make sure that they can play together, because that's also what we love to bring also here, that boys and girls can play together.
And how do you train students in your university? How does the education go along?
Well, that's the good thing. We don't have only a university that is only cooperating with one school or one study. So it means they are able to do international business management. So it's not only about football. They can also do sports marketing if they want to work only in sports field. So we believe in creating a good educational program for them, and besides that, making sure that they're able to train as professional athletes.
Okay. Sports marketing is a good thing.
Sports marketing, sports management, yes, is also very interesting, because India has so much vibes, and cricket is already there.
Yes.
So
but only cricket is there currently.
So we need to not only educate the players, but we need to educate the teachers, we need to educate the managers, and we need to educate sports marketing ground to sell football also here.
Yes.
And that is also safe for parents. If you look at it like this, it's not about only I give my son a chance to play football. So what will happen then with his education? What will happen with his career? Because there's no professional footballer here in South, so what will he do? I think it is a total package. We cannot design the future jobs. We cannot. We think we can, but we cannot. We don't know how the society will look like when our kids are old. But what we look is, if the potential is there in Kerala to have professional football in Trivandrum, it means we also need professional coaches, Indian coaches. It means we need professional managers. So what if your kid has a future to work in football? And it is something that combines the whole state or whole Trivandrum. If you have every week or every 2 weeks, you have a big event where everyone can meet each other with less money, with a lot of money. Old people, young people, they can all mingle in football.
So in that case, we have to develop a total infrastructure in that way.
Yeah, and I was told when I was going to India, think big or go home. My home is only this, it's as big as Kerala.
So lack of time, I'm interrupting. And you guys are planning to help these children, Kishore and Krishna.
Yeah, if they
and
have...
how are you planning to do this?
Well, if they have the talent, we are going to create that pathway also for them. If they have that dream. So they first have to think, what does the standard of a European professional player mean? It means that I have to train every day. It means that I have to be focused mentally, that I take choices for football above other things. It means I have to have the discipline to combine it with school, because otherwise my family cannot support me with that idea only to be a football player. So it first starts here. Do you really want to be it? It's not like the world makes you a professional. It's first, do you see yourself as a professional? And if you can picture that, you first can live like that. And then the outside world can treat you as a professional.
So you're going to take those children to Holland first,
Yeah.
and then train them a little bit, make them familiar with the situation.
It's more different than that. It's first, I think, I shouldn't take I shouldn't take them at least for a period not to Holland, because I think they have to adjust to a very new situation.
Yes.
That is first. But we want to create already here that they are prepared for that step to go to Holland. So when they come, for example, in September or October, when they feel ready and when they are already a little bit more trained in a way that we are going to work with them in Holland, then we welcome them, yes. And hopefully when they have that ambitions to become good footballers, both the boy, both the girl, we would love that in Holland, then we will support them in that way with also the education next to it.
Yes, but there are a lot of things to overcome.
Yeah.
I mean, from the government side, the legal formalities are there.
Yeah, but I think when you are in a position that you can add value to this project,
Yeah, it has to be overcome. Yes.
I mean, it's what you do today already. You're telling the story. You already giving hope to those footballers that might be, maybe one day it will be happening here.
The aspiring ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to wind up the session.
Okay, thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming here as our guest, and we wish you all the success. I mean, let all the aspirants have a chance to come over and learn football, have a new dream.
Thank you.
Thank you.